Hey guys, good evening. It's good to be connected with you all on one more session of EMA. Let's just give some time for everyone to join in. Slash subscribers to come in, and then let's begin our chat. I know it has been a pretty red market, not not what we expected. Post the FOMC meeting and everything, we thought the market is going to have a generally a better mood and a better outlook. But the markets have taken another turn. But having said that, there is a lot of expectation that this is not something that we should be worrying about long term. Um, uh, this is not something you should be thinking that, okay, is the long term winter going to set in and things like that. Now, the most important thing you guys have to definitely consider is there are a lot of institutional money has come into the ecosystem. So a lot of effects of institutional money is playing in. That is ideally why you saw a lot of funds were flowing towards ETH in the past few weeks, right? And we are seeing that that is slowing down a bit, due to factors that we'll definitely discuss, and and that has pushed the prices down. But having said that, still it looks like a good alt season. Still, it looks like the market is well poised for a lot of funds to trickle down to a lot of altcoins. I know a lot of meme coiners would be still having a bit of a doubt, which you should be having. I'm not sure how great it is going to be for meme coins going forward, but definitely a lot of other tokens will see a lot of positive effects. I know people who had Hyperliquid also saw some movement, but I'm pretty sure you know why that movement had happened. There is a lot of unlocking that is going to happen for Hyperliquid in the next 1 year, and Arthur Hayes had liquidated his position in Hyperliquid. That has also led to price movement in Hyper as well. So, are there any long-term effects that we should be worried about? Now, there is nothing long-term that we should be worried about. Definitely, there is a Fed speech that everyone is waiting for. More or less, the market is thinking that it is going to be with less surprises. Um, So the market is not giving a very good or a positive note on the speech that is going to happen. And again, the worries of inflation and the worries of if the US market is going to get into a recession scenario, that is also being discussed. So there's a lot of worry that this could create a lot of market volatility. And institutions as such are trying to see if they can move their funds towards even more stabler assets. Gold has definitely had a good run, guys. So if we do a quick check on what has happened to the markets, yes, last 1 week you would have seen quite a few movements, but obviously, Bitcoin now it's rallying at $112,000. Now there are questions that if it is going to go below $107,000. Now, if you ask me, but there are no particular reasons why this volatility will be contained at this point in time. There might be a bit of price movement that could happen this week. So people who are thinking at entering good price levels, you can actually do a staggered buy at this point. You may see some corrections happening, and you can buy at better prices, but still, the best thing to do is to staggered buys or like an SIP that you do. You can space it out this whole week, and you can buy some tokens at really good prices. Is what I see. Definitely, there's a lot of commotion in the market, especially the Indian market per se, due to the US H-1B visa restrictions and all. But will this affect the global prices? Is a big question. Um though there are other things that are playing around the geopolitical scenario. This is definitely creating a uh, uh, sense of fear in the market, which is definitely reflecting on the global macro scenario, which is also affecting crypto. Now, that is on Bitcoin. Now, a lot of people would also have questions on, okay, now we were looking at an altcoin market. What is getting in that perspective? Let us go check at the quickly check out the Bitcoin dominance. So the current Bitcoin dominance is at 57.7 percentage. If you guys notice, it was similar to this level even last week, because the prices have affected both Bitcoin and other tokens as well. But what we are also noticing is when you look at the ETF flows, um, the net flow has been positive, with Bitcoin bringing in 220 million vis-a-vis 54 million in Ethereum. So it looks like more funds are getting into Bitcoin at this point more than Ethereum, which was a bit different in the last 2 3 weeks, where we saw even more funds flowing into Ethereum. So yes, the dominance shows holding good. The alt season seems to be still there. Now, if you also go through the coin market cap alt index, which is at 63, which is pretty good. It's much above being neutral. Definitely, there is a lot of interest that is being shown in other tokens. I know BNB also rallied pretty well the last 1 week as well. But yeah, other tokens, it looks pretty much red in the last week. Definitely, you guys can consider that this is not going to be a continuing trend that's going to be seen in the market. Definitely, it's a good time to buy a lot of good gems, guys. So if you guys are looking at averaging out your buys, I think this could be an ideal scenario where you can average out uh, your token. Now, on again the institutional play, there are definitely a lot of institutions which are increasing their play. Meta Planets, more buys on the Bitcoin. I think 632 million purchase again. It makes it the fifth largest Bitcoin holder, right? Which is very interesting that a listed entity is holding quite huge amounts of Bitcoin. So institutions investment has not died down. That is one of the reasons that you are going to see the price movements are not going to be very drastic because of a lot of institutions coming in. We hope that more institution money gets in, in the next few weeks and month, because the general sentiment has also been a lot of institutions are trying to see how they can park their funds in much more stabler assets. That is ideal reason why you're seeing even gold prices are going up. So that is quickly on the prices. Now, yes, uh, we are live with our futures, guys. Definitely, we are getting a lot of comments, a lot of feedback, and a lot of love from you all who have tried our futures product. Now, guess what? We have again gone ahead and increased our pairs in futures. Uh, um, Now you can see much more pairs that you can trade with, um, uh, from BTC to ETH to Tron to Optimism. We've launched huge array of coin pairs that you can trade with in our futures order books. So Definitely, we are seeing a lot of people trying out, showing their love, giving their suggestions, giving us their feedback on what more that they want. Um, and we are one of the only exchange at this point in time who's having a zero trade fee, which is pretty interesting, guys. I don't think the way the liquidations were happening yesterday and the trades were getting processed, a trade fee of zero could have meant a lot for a lot of people during this time. So a zero fee definitely matters a lot. I think you should send a mail. I mean, uh, you should try out Giottus and definitely give your feedback to us. So that's quickly from my side, guys. On the regulatory front, yes, uh, definitely there are a lot of discussions that are happening in India, which could talk about how to get the market into a regulatory zone. Um, we are hoping that something will definitely happen in the taxation front. Uh, but if it happened very very soon or within the next parliament session itself, it will be very tough to see into that. But we're definitely expecting a lot of positive things to happen very soon in the taxation front, at least. So that's quickly from my side, guys. The market definitely looks a bit volatile, but this is also the time that you can buy a lot of tokens, and ideally, this is when you should be layering your buys, dollar cost discounting, and ideally making your portfolio by averaging it out at this point in time. So that's quickly from my side, guys. Till I catch up with you next week. That's about it from my side. Take care. Bye bye.